Hey everyone, and welcome. Are you ready to learn some French in like the most fun way ever? We're about to dive into 20 awesome French action verbs, and we've got some super friendly monsters to help us out. So let's jump right in. So have you ever really thought about it? What does a friendly monster actually do all day? Well, we're going to find out. We'll follow our new monster pal on his big adventure and, learn a whole bunch of new French words while we're at it.
All right, first up, let's meet our monster friend. And you know what? To learn our very first verb, we're going to find out exactly where he lives.
Okay, so our first verb is habiter. It just means to live. Simple, right? It's the word you'd use to say where you live. Come on, let's try saying it out loud. Habiter. Awesome. Perfect way to start, don't you think?
And check this out. Here's the verb in a sentence. Le monstre habite dans une forêt. Any guesses what that means? Yep, it means the monster lives in a forest. How cool is that? Living in a forest. Okay, our adventure is officially underway.
All right, so our monster's awake in his cozy forest home. What's next? Well, what's the first thing you do in the morning? He's just like us. It's time for breakfast.
Okay, breakfast time means two super important verbs. First up, we have manger. That means to eat. So you can see the example. Le monstre mange du pain. The monster eats bread. Yum. And then you got to have something to drink, right? So we have boire, which means to drink. Le monstre boit du thé. The monster drinks tea. Let's say them together. Ready? Manger and boire. You got it.
So after he's had a yummy breakfast, it's time for our monster to get those brain gears turning. Because, believe it or not, monsters absolutely love to learn and create stuff, just like us. When it comes to learning, we've got a couple of awesome verbs for you. First is étudier, which means to study. And get this, the example is Le monstre étudie le français. That means the monster studies French. Hey, that's exactly what we're doing. And then there's apprendre, which means to learn. Le monstre apprend des nouveaux mots. He learns new words. Perfect.
And of course, when you're studying, you're usually doing these two things, right? On one side, we have lire, which is to read. You can just picture our little monster getting lost in a good book. And on the other side, we've got écrire, to write. Maybe he's writing a story or, just making a shopping list for more of that tea. Both are so important.
But wait, learning isn't just about reading and writing, is it? Nope, our monster's got an artistic side. The verb here is dessiner, which means to draw. So, le monstre dessine un chat means the monster draws a cat. I love that. And then he also likes to practice his numbers. For that, we use compter, which means to count. The example is just magical. Le monstre compte les étoiles. He counts the stars. Wow.
Whew. Okay, after all that hard work studying and creating, our monster has got some serious energy to burn. You know what that means? It's time for some action and play.
So, heading outside is a big deal for our monster. First, we have marcher, which means to walk. Le monstre marche dans le parc. Pretty straightforward, right? The monster walks in the park. But when he's feeling extra zippy, he can courir. That means to run. Le monstre court chaque matin. The monster runs every single morning. He's so active.
And you can't have action without some fun, right? Of course not. So here we have jouer, which means to play. Les monstres jouent au football. Look at that. The monsters are playing football. And because he lives in that awesome forest, he also gets to chanter, to sing. Les oiseaux chantent dans la forêt. The birds sing in the forest. I bet our monster sings right along with them.
Now, when you're playing with friends, these next two verbs are absolutely key. On one side, you've got parler, which is to speak. That's how he can share all his great ideas for the game. And on the other side, just as important, is écouter, to listen. You've got to listen to your friends, right? It's what makes for a good conversation and a good game.
Wow, what a day. The sun is starting to go down and you can feel things getting a little quieter in the forest. So let's see how our monster pal winds down for the evening.
Okay, so evening time is a little more chill. Maybe Papa Monster still has a little bit of work to do, so he has to travailler, that means to work. And while he's doing that, our little monster has to faire his homework. Faire means to do or to make. So, le monstre fait ses devoirs. The monster does his homework. Got to get it done.
Once all the work and homework is finished, it's family time. He's so proud of his art, so he uses the verb montrer, which means to show. Il montre son dessin. He shows his drawing. I bet Papa Monster loves it. And then maybe they just relax and regarder or watch the amazing view. Il regarde la montagne. He watches the mountain. How peaceful is that?
And that brings us to the very last, and maybe the most important verb of the day, dormir. It means, you guessed it, to sleep. After running and playing and learning all day, yeah, our monster friend is more than ready for some rest.
And here's how his day ends. Le monstre dort sur le canapé. The monster sleeps on the couch. Ah, he must have been so tired he just curled up right there. A perfect, cozy end to a really big day. Good night, little guy.
And that's a wrap on our Monster's Day. We followed him from morning till night. You guys did it! Seriously, congratulations on getting through all of these amazing new French words.
Whoa, look at that! 20! You just learned 20 brand new French action verbs. That's huge. You should be so proud of yourselves right now.
School. Ready? Let's go. Okay, our very first word is dormir. Can you try saying that? Dormir. It means to sleep, just like this sleepy little monster and his cat. The sentence here, le chat dort sur le canapé, actually means the cat sleeps on the sofa. Oh, shh, let's not wake them up. Next up, we have manger. This one means to eat. And wow, this monster sure looks like he's loving that snack. See the sentence? L'enfant mange du pain. That just means the child eats some bread. So let's try it. Listen to how it sounds. Manger. Your turn. Manger. Awesome. Well, you know, all that eating is bound to make a monster thirsty. So our next word is boire, which means to drink. Let's say it out loud. Boire. The sentence, je bois du thé, means I drink some tea. That looks like a nice warm cup of something cozy. You know, one of the best things to do is to lire. Give it a try. Lire. It means to read. And this monster looks totally into that book. The sentence, elle lit un livre intéressant, means she reads an interesting book. I really wonder what that story is about. And hey, after you read something cool, maybe you want to écrire. That's pronounced écrire, and it means to write. Look at that, our monster friend is using a giant crayon. The sentence says, j'écris une liste, which means I am writing a list. I bet it's a list of yummy monster snacks. Any artists out there? I bet there are. Well, you're gonna love this word, dessiner. It means to draw. Come on, let's say it together. Dessiner. This monster's drawing a really pretty flower, and the sentence says exactly that. Les monstres dessinent une fleur. Oh, look at this little smarty pants. This monster is doing exactly what we're doing right now. The word is étudier, and it means to study. And get this, the sentence is, the monster étudie le français. The monster studies French. Hey, that's you. You're studying French right now. And when you study, what do? You apprendre. This means to learn. See the little light bulb? That monster just learned something new. The sentence, j'apprends de nouveaux mots, means I am learning new words. And that is exactly what's happening here. Now, check out this happy pink monster. It's doing our next action, which is écouter. It means to listen. Let's try the sound. Écouter. Perfect. The sentence, le monstre écoute de la musique, means the monster listens to music. So what's your favorite song to listen to? So after all that listening and learning, you'll be all ready to parler. And that means to speak. And wow, this monster is seriously smart. The sentence says, il parle trois langues, which means he speaks 3 languages. 3! That is incredible. You guys are doing such an amazing job. That's 10 words down. So you think you're ready for 10 more? Good. This next batch is all about the fun stuff monsters do when they're working hard and playing hard. Let's get moving. Okay, first up in our action-packed section is a really fun one. Jouer. It means to play. Say it with me. Jouer. Look at these two. They are having so much fun. The sentence, les garçons jouent au football, means the boys play football. All right, let's slow it down a little for a nice, easy stroll. Our next word is marcher, and that means to walk. This little guy looks so happy just walking in the sunshine. And the sentence tells us just that. Le monstre marche dans le parc. The monster walks in the park. But sometimes walking is just too slow, right? Sometimes you just want to courir. That means to run. Whoa, look how fast this monster's going. The sentence, Elle court chaque matin, means she runs every morning. Now that's what I call great exercise. La la la. Do you love to sing? Well, the French word for to sing is chanter. Let's give it a try. Chanter. The sentence here is Les oiseaux chantent dans la forêt, which means the birds sing in the forest. If you listen closely, you can almost hear them. Phew, after all that running and singing, it feels good to just chill out and regarder something. That means to watch. And it looks like this monster has the right idea, settling in with some popcorn to watch a movie. The sentence, Le monstre regarde un film, tells us the whole story. Wait a second. Did you know that monsters have jobs? It's true. Our next word is travailler, which means to work. This little guy even has a baker's hat. The example is Mon frère travaille dans une boulangerie, and that means my brother works in a bakery. Okay, everyone, listen up, because this next word is a big one. It's faire. Now, this is super useful because it can mean to do or to make, so you're going to hear it all the time in French. Here, our monster is doing homework. The sentence, Je fais mes devoirs, means I am doing my homework. You'll definitely want to remember this one. Un, deux, trois. That's how you say 1, 2, 3 in French. And our monster here is using our next word, compter, which means to count. The sentence is so lovely. Le monstre compte des étoiles. The monster is counting the stars. What a perfect night for it. You know that feeling when you find something totally cool and you just have to share it? Well, you want to montrer it to your friend. That means to show. See? One monster is showing the other a book in the sentence Les monstres montrent un livre. Sharing is the best. And just like that, we've made it to our last new word for today. It's habiter, which means to live or to live in. And what a cute little monster house. The sentence Le monstre habite dans une maison means the monster lives in a house. So where do you habiter? Wow, that's 20 new French words. You are a total rock star. Let's do a super fast review of a few of them. It's like a lightning round. I'll say it, then you say it right back. Ready? Manger, dormir, jouer, lire, faire, and courir. You are just amazing. You were absolutely fantastic today. And yep, that's French for fantastic. You learned so many new action words. So I have one last question for you. Which action are you going to faire, remember, that's do, today? Are you going to play, or read, or maybe draw something? Whatever you decide to do, have an awesome time doing it. Thanks for learning with us and our monster friends. Au revoir!